And what is good? Welcome in, everybody. Glad to have you guys back on the stream once again tonight, covering special live stream here, NFL week number 6 of the NFL season with Thursday Night Football. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, first place in the NFC South, record of 4-1 on the season as they are on the road, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, tied for second right now in the NFC East at 2-3. This game is at Lincoln Financial Field. What's good, Warren, Brian, Malika? Glad to have you guys back on the stream once again tonight. Hopefully, it will be a good game. Hopefully, Tampa Bay coming off a thrashing victory, crushing the Dolphins on Sunday, 45-17. Tom Brady, 5 passing touchdowns, 411 passing yards through the air. Antonio Brown in a monster game, 7 catches for 124 yards. And Mike Evans had 6 receptions for 113. Chris Godwin had 7 catches for 70 between the three, going off for 20 total catches out of the 30 completions by Brady. And Tampa Bay's rushing defense only allowing Miami to 39 rushing yards. They are by far the top rushing defense in the NFL. Philadelphia coming away with a victory on Sunday over Carolina, 21-18, snapping a 3-game losing streak, allowing back-to-back games with over 40-plus points before that to Dallas, allowing 41 and 42 the week prior in Week 4 against the Chiefs. What's good, Slot King behind the York fan? Welcome back in. Yeah, I'd always wondered how college football teams, like the top tier teams, SEC teams like Alabama and Georgia would do. Like how they would fare if they played like against the Texans or like against Detroit, the Jets. I'd be interested in seeing like what the difference is between those two. I've got AB tonight as well. Looking for a big game from Antonio Brown. Same as Aaron here. Best of luck. Cooper, welcome to the stream. Tampa Bay, number 3 total offense. First in passing. 26th in rushing. And they are 3rd in points per game this season. Philadelphia is 30th in rush defense, but Tampa Bay doesn't run the football a whole ton. Philadelphia comes into this game number 3 in pass defense, so this could be an interesting type of matchup here. Mid-pack type of offense for Philadelphia. It's all going to depend on this type of game here. Tom Brady has struggled in the past when it comes to Thursday night football games because of the faster recovery period or so. He popped up on the injury report too this week, but he is good to go to play all day tonight for TB12. Tampa Bay coming into this game with Tom Brady, first in the NFL with 1,767 passing yards, 15 passing touchdowns to 2 picks, and those 2 interceptions were thrown in week number 1 against Dallas. Not really his fault either in that week 1 game. Oh, sorry to hear that, Cooper. Hope everything goes much better for you, man. Bradley, what's good? Welcome back in. That's right, Alabama against the Jaguars. That would be interesting. So we are closing in and getting this game kicked off. Tampa Bay a 7-point favorite on the road. Over-under at 52.5 for this one. I'm not sure just yet about Sunday. Because it's my birthday weekend coming up or so I might be out for like most of the day on Sunday. I'm not sure just yet. Hopefully it'll be a good matchup between these two teams. If Tampa Bay starts on the field just driving and driving, this might be a tough matchup tonight for Philadelphia. But stranger things have happened on Thursday night football games. And this is where the games have been just brutal as far as injuries. This quick recovery type of time. There's usually like key players who have gotten injured in these Thursday night games. It's unfortunate. Oh, that's going to be great tonight. Dodgers, Giants. I'm going to go with the Giants for that one. I think that's going to be close. Yes, I plan on covering Heat Celtics tomorrow, so the final preseason game. It's a little bit earlier for me. I should be home in time. I've been working later lately because we changed all the systems of the computers at my workplace, so I've been learning a ton of different software programs, which I've been staying a little bit later or so, but I should be back for that game at that time. Tomorrow's actually going to be 2 games I cover. It's going to be Celtics against Heat preseason I plan on covering, and then after that one we'll jump into action. I'll take probably a 10-15 minute break, and then I'll join in progress Red Sox against Astros, game 1. DJ, welcome to the stream. So Philadelphia in the green uniforms tonight, white numbers, white letters. Tampa Bay in the white uniforms, red numbers, black letters with a black outline on the red numbers, as Philadelphia will kick it away, going right to left in the field at home at Lincoln Financial Field. As this ball gets booted away to the back of the end zone, non-returnable for the kick returner, Jaden Mickens, and Tom Brady in the offense will take over, starting at their own 25. Tom Brady leading the NFL, 1,767 passing yards, 15 touchdown passes. He had 5 of those last week against the Dolphins as they crushed Miami 45-17 at home on Sunday. Fournette starts out in the backfield. In motion is Godwin. Brady takes a snap handoff up the middle, and that'll be a rush. That goes for about 3, maybe 4. And that's Leonard Fournette to start things off. I believe so. I'm not. I think so. I might get called into work that night. I'm not sure just yet, though. But I believe so. Second and 6. At their own 29-yard line, Brady from the gun. 3 receivers lined up to his left. Takes a snap, looks right, fires right side, complete. First catch of the game, Antonio Brown moves the chains. And that goes for about a 9-yard reception to the 38. So 2 quality possessions to start things off. A rush of 4, and then on the 2nd and 6, Tom Brady to AB, and I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight. Too quick. Comes out of his hands way too fast. In the ace formation at the 39-yard line. Bucs territory, Brady, play action, back to pass in the pocket all day in the world, launches across the middle. That is complete, first down inside the 45, down at the 40. That is Mike Evans with a reception, and they are chunking out yardage. That is a catch of around 22, and it moves the chains. If Tampa Bay goes up early, this could be a difficult game for Philadelphia. And right now, a quality start here for the Bucs at the 40-yard line of Eagles territory. Brady in the ace formation. Fournette lined up behind him in the backfield. Brown in motion towards his right. Lines up alongside Evans. Handoff to Fournette. He rumbles forward. That's a carry of 6 to the 34. So quality drive keeps on continuing here for Tampa Bay. Basically already into field goal range at this point. What's good, Kerry? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Jalen Hurts going to have to post some big numbers today against Tampa. Play action, Brady fires. That's complete across the middle of the field. He threw it a little behind Chris Godwin, but terrific adjustment. Makes the catch of the 20, moves the chains. That's a catch of 14. Spreading out the football Tom Brady perfect 3 for 3 in the first drive, 47 passing yards. Antonio Brown with the first catch of 9. Evans with the second catch of 22. Godwin gets the third catch. And now it's a 1st and 10. Bucs inside the red zone at the Eagles' 18-yard line. Brady under center, ace formation, Fournette in the backfield. Brady takes a snap, play action. Back to pass, fires, left corner. That is caught at the 3-yard line out of bounds. It is Antonio Brown. Sets up a first. It's going to be incomplete. Both of his feet not in bounds. That was tight right there. The referees will say it's incomplete. Antonio Brown did not maintain control down the far sideline. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. That was tight right there as he was going on the bounce, but couldn't maintain control of it. We saw the view from the backside. Brown in motion in the backfield. Brady handoff to Fournette. Right side counter for 2 to the 16. And now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. First 3rd down of the game for Tampa Bay. Oh, yeah, it's phenomenal. It's just mind-blowing how Tom Brady has been able to sustain this. 3rd and 8 for the Bucs. Brady going 4 wide. Evans lines up to the right side, 3 to the left. Screens it over to Godwin. Gets the first down inside the 10. Dragged down around the 7. And that's a catch good for 9 on a 3rd and 8. So quick out of Tom Brady's hands. Godwin makes a nice move. 1-on-1. Gets a lot of space in the screen pass. Sent over to the left side of the numbers. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line now. They go into ace formation for the Bucs. Brady takes a snap handoff up the middle. Fournette rumbles forward as his offensive lineman tried to carry him forward. Not enough to get to the end zone, but did get around. Looks like forward progress, maybe got him 3. So the ball could be spotted around the 3. Let's see, have I ever woken up early in the morning to watch sports? I think probably the London games or so for football. Sometimes when I do watch them, I've got up early for that before. I don't really get up that early, though. There's not much on. Here's a pass to the left corner of the end zone. Open is his tight end and gets the touchdown. O.J. Howard, he is back in the building. Tom Brady keeps on continuing. Touchdown pass number 16 of the season for TB12. O.J. Howard almost stumbled in his route as he was going across the mid part of the end zone. Tom Brady finds him in the left corner. Throws the ball right over the head of a defensive end. Total mismatch. Tom Brady knows that. Ryan Kerrigan on O.J. Howard, and that'll be a TD every time when you're that close in the red zone, and that is 6 on the board. Ryan Suckup to attempt the extra point. And that is through the uprights and good. 7-0 Tampa Bay right out of the gate. Tom Brady operates a drive going down the field 75 yards, 5 for 6, 59 passing yards. Leads to a pass TD from 2 yards out to O.J. Howard. Yeah, I've never read the book for the TB12 method. I'd be really interested, though, with all the stuff that he has. Because it's like a ton of nutrients that he has to keep his body in shape. And then all the other routines. I know, like, his smoothies are, like, a big part of his breakfast routine, I think, like, every single day. What's good, Landon? Welcome back on the stream. Oh, wow, that's dedication right there. 5 in the morning for Euro Soccer. And then the USA Grand Prix next Sunday. Wow. Some dedication there by Behind the Arc fan. So if you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you like to be notified here for future live streams. Next week, I'm going to have a good amount of basketball games since basketball is back in. So a lot of basketball games I plan on having next week. Oop. I don't know why the scoreboard just glitched like that. Yo, winner moves on tonight. It's crazy that the Dodgers were a wild card team with a record of 106 victories. Just crazy. So Philadelphia and their offense going to come out onto the field now as we are back from a timeout. Terrific start for the Bucs. 10 plays in the opening drive, 75 yards, 5 minutes, 34 seconds, led to a Tom Brady touchdown pass from 2 yards out to O.J. Howard. This ball gets kicked away by Suckup. To the back of the end zone it goes, and Philadelphia will take it over starting at their own 25. So Jalen Hurts, second-year quarterback for the Eagles, coming out onto the field now. Over 1,300 passing yards so far this season, 7 passing touchdowns to 3 interceptions, along with 256 rushing yards. Getting themselves back into the W column last week with a victory over Carolina 21-18. So they had a stiff test against a pretty solid defense at the Panthers on Sunday. And now they're going to face the top rushing defense tonight with the Bucs as they have their first possession of the game. Hurts as he will get the quarterback keeper, and that goes nowhere. Loss of 2. The Bucs defense sniffs it out. Devin White, the one to meet. Hurts behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 12. Nobody in the defense was fooled there by the quarterback option. Philadelphia right to left in the field they go. From the gun, Hurts. He takes the snap, drops back to pass. Pocket collapses. He launches down the right sideline deep. That ball diving is incomplete off the outstretched fingertips of the rookie Devontae Smith. And it will bring up now a 3rd down and long. Smith had an opening there in coverage. He was working one-on-one. That was Richard Sherman who was in coverage, and Tampa Bay's had a lot of injuries in the secondary. We saw him get his first reps against the Patriots back on Sunday Night Football a couple weeks ago. He was picked up the Wednesday, entering that Sunday night matchup. 3rd and 12 now. And we have movement here. This looks like offsides committed by the Bucs. And it looks like it's going to be committed by Shaq Barrett. And it is. That's a 5-yard penalty. So still playable for the 3rd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Makes it more manageable for the Eagles now. 8:45 left to go in the first. Trying to avoid a 3 and out. This is a big 3rd down here for Philadelphia. Nobody wants to punt the football, especially in their own territory, back to Tom Brady and the Bucs offense. 3rd and 7. Ball spot at their own 28. Hurts takes a snap from the gun, drops back, flushed out to his right. Hurts scrambles in the pocket. He will rush up. He gets the 1st down and chopped up 4 yards past the 1st down marker. A rush of 11 moves the chains, extending the drive here by Jalen Hurts. rushes to his right, nothing there, sees the crease in the middle, able to rush, and he was tackled by the shoestring, but able to get enough. Hurts, play action. He's going to keep it himself, in another sack taken back for a loss of 2 again. Back-to-back first downs, back-to-back losses on yardage. And it is Vita Vea who picks up the sack, second one of the game for Tampa Bay. Second and 12. From the gun for Philadelphia. Hurts has it at their own 37. He takes a snap in the pocket, launches down the near side. That's low, incomplete. Ooh, good question. I think the Cowboys have been really impressive for this season. They're rolling. Actually, Buffalo. Yeah, Buffalo and Dallas, both of those teams are positive with their turnover. With the turnover ratio, forcing turnovers. That somehow was a deflected pass that gets received past midfield. That was a dangerous ball. Jalen Hurts throws, rushed out to his right, and Quez Watkins dives out and gets it at the 40. Here's a pass underneath to Ertz. He gets around 2. I don't know how in the world right there Quez Watkins caught that football. That was some type of instinct. Hurts rushing towards his right, signaling down the field, throws in the run. That ball was tipped up in the air by a Tampa Bay defender. Watkins came down diving for it. What a snatch. Oh, well, NASCAR had a call with Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick's team today. Gee. What's good, Vaughn? Welcome back in. It's going to be 1st and 25 for Philadelphia. So they got called for an offensive penalty. Didn't see the flag being thrown, but it's going to move the football back an additional 15, so now it's prior to midfield. They have it at their own 45, and we have a penalty. Looks like an defensive front. Philadelphia pointing in the Bucs' direction. Shaq Barrett already jumped across the line. This is William Golston, who looks like he's the guilty party, and that is 2 offsides penalties on this drive by Tampa Bay. Encroachment by William Golston. And Richard Sherman has his helmet off, and he's going to be walking to the locker room. So moves up the football 5, 1st and 20. Hurts from the gun. Hurts takes a snap back to pass in the pocket. Hurts launches deep down the left sideline. This ball is caught at the 2-yard line and then dropped by Rieger, but there's penalty flags flying down. Rieger made the adjustment as the ball was underthrown by Hurts. And this will be on the secondary of Tampa Bay, placing the football inside the 5 for Philadelphia. It's Jamel D and his hands all over Jalen Rieger, the one who made the adjustment. What's good, Ryan? Welcome to the stream. Sadly, yes. That's a total mismatch, I feel like. So yeah, I've got the Cowboys in that one. They are rolling right now. 6:05 left to go in the first. The ball placed to the 5-yard line of Tampa Bay territory. Hurts, play action. He's going to throw on a run. Open, Ertz, touchdown. And Philadelphia back into this game with an answer. They were on a 3rd and long. They converted with Jalen Hurts rushing for 11 to convert on a 3rd and 8 around their own 30. And then a couple of poor penalties by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. 2 of them's offsides penalties, and then a pass interference penalty. And Jalen Hurts, quarterback option off a play action, rolls out to his right. Zach Ertz open and finds him for the touchdown pass. So Jake Elliott now onto the field to tie it up at 7 here. To look to be for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick, and that's through the uprights. It's all even, 7-7. Philadelphia with the answer. 6:01 left to go in the first. Tampa Bay's banged up in the secondary, and Philadelphia was targeting that area, and that's how they were able to get themselves into scoring position. As that pass interference penalty, that was huge for Philadelphia to keep it going. What's good, and welcome back on the stream. Wow, the Hornets lost to the Mavs by 68 points, only scored 59 points. Yikes. Oh, that was the game yesterday that I was planning on streaming, so that was good that I didn't stream it. Yeah, yesterday I actually was out. I had a game in person yesterday. It was supposed to be on Tuesday, and then it got bounced to Wednesday on the schedule. They put that on national TV. $127-59. Wow. Ooh. How many points do I think the Cowboys will win? I'll say 12. I'll go 28-16. Yeah, I heard he got ESPN Plus. That's where, like, the majority of the hockey games are going. Yeah, it makes sense because you got all the hockey games now. Doesn't make sense if your team plays college basketball and plays a bunch of games on, like, ESPN. ESPN2 plays games on CBS on the weekends, and then they have like one game on ESPN Plus that's a ranked top 25 matchup that they play in the Big 12, but anyway, for some reason they're on it. So I remember that happened, I think it was 2 years ago with Kansas. They had, of course, Kansas, big basketball school. They have a ton of games on ESPN, ESPN2, and then CBS on the weekends sometimes. And then there was a game 2 years ago against West Virginia. Both of the teams were in the top 25, and the game, instead of getting put on ESPN, was put on ESPN Plus for some reason. And on the same night, they put on Michigan against Nebraska instead of a terrific matchup between West Virginia and Kansas that night. This ball gets kicked off to the back of the end zone. Tampa Bay will start things off at their own 25. What's good, D-Wade? Welcome back in the stream. I think they will. I predicted Jacksonville will get their first win. So Jacksonville playing out in London in the morning. Those games are interesting. Like, strange things could happen in those games. 6 minutes left to go in the first. Brady tosses the ball to the right side of Fournette, and he gets dragged down for a loss of 1. Open field tackle made by the Eagles. It's going to bring up a 2nd and long. That is Steven Nelson, who made sure that Fournette didn't get out on the edge. Second and 10 for the Bucs. At their own 25. Brady from the gun, 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right with Brown. Fournette in the backfield, lined up to his left side. Brady takes the snap in the pocket. Passes underneath. Fournette caught. Bulldozes a man past the 30 to around the 33. Catch of 8 brings up a third down and short. Yeah, those London games, I feel like we've seen a lot of blowouts in the past there. There's some, odd games. Especially, around this time, there's a lot of, odd scores, usually. So I remember there was a game 2 years ago where Dallas got lost against the Jets, and nobody, picked the Jets to win that game. Brady takes the snap, 3rd and 2, fires right side, complete, out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Chris Godwin moves the chains, first down, Tampa Bay. What's good, Sean Sam? Welcome back to the stream. Things going pretty well. It's probably going to be the Jaguars to go 0-17. The Lions have had so many opportunities, and they keep on losing, right at the last moment. The Lions are going to eventually get one. The Jaguars, I feel have the easier schedule, though. They got a game against the Jets. They got this week in London against Miami. Play action. Brady passes underneath Fournette. Past the 45 and takes it past midfield. Lunging forward close to the first down marker around the 49 of Eagles territory. And they will give him the first. It's a catch of 10. Fournette with terrific forward progress. Bounced off a tackler and got 4 extra yards lunging forward. First and 10, Tampa Bay, now in Philadelphia territory. 3 receivers lined up to the left side, 1 to the right. Brady takes the snap. Screens it out underneath Fournette, as he gets tackled for a catch of 3 at the 45-yard line. Met by Rodney McLeod, the one there to pick up the tackle. Approaching 3 minutes remaining in the first. Leonard Fournette getting a lot of usage so far tonight. 5 carries for 16 yards. He's also got 3 catches now for 22. Second and 7. At the Eagles' 45-yard line, Brady takes a snap, handoff, Fournette. Rushes towards the left side on the counter, past the 40, for motion, gets him the first. Dragged down around the 36, moving the chains. It's a rush of 9. First and 10, Tampa Bay, as they have pounded the rock here in this drive. In the ace formation, ball spotted at the 36-yard line of Eagles territory. In motion, towards the right, Tyler Johnson. Brady, handoff, up the middle. This time it's Ronald Jones, first carry of the game. He runs for about 4. Tampa Bay is showing that they just haven't been able to get stopped in either category so far, rushing and passing. And this is a type of game so far that the Eagles wanted to get back on track running the football. Or for the Bucs, wanted to get back on track running the football against the Eagles defense. Eagles defense, bottom of the pack when it comes to rush defense, but 3rd in the NFL in pass defense. Second and 5, Brady screens it out to Jones. He catches it inside the 30, takes it past the first down marker to the 23. Moves the chains again, 1st and 10, Tampa Bay. Hey, no problem, Sean Sam. Best of luck for your new job. That's awesome, man. First and 10 for the Bucs. Final minute in the first quarter. Brady, ace formation, Jones in the backfield. Brady takes the snap, play action, looks to go in the air. Brady slides to his right, open pocket, launches across the middle, caught Brown, stiff arms a man, dives into the end zone, touchdown. Antonio Brown receives the strike, breaking a tackle along the way, and gets the touchdown catch to put the Bucs up 13-7. Tom Brady making things happen. Sees the pocket collapsing on him, slides to his right. Classic Tom Brady, avoids the pocket collapsing, open pocket. Antonio Brown to the middle of the field, nobody on him, stiff arm with the right hand. Slips past the defenseman and into the end zone for 6. Extra point by Suckup is through the uprights. 14-7 Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown with a dive across the goal line. He's got 2 catches for 32, and that catch went for 23. What's good, Hoops 590? Welcome back in. I'm probably going to take the under there for that game, Kings or Lakers, under 220. Good question. Under or over 48 games? I think they're going to go over this year. I think like slightly over. I think they're going to go low 50s. They got a lot of really good defensive pieces for their team. Their defense is stacked. So they got Kyle Lowry now for Miami. They've been really sharp in the preseason. Clippers over under 43. I'm probably going to go under for them. So they don't have Kawhi. I think it's going to be more of like a rebuild type of season this year. Yeah, there's a couple NBA games tonight. Looks like. And the Heat are playing tonight. So the Heat's going to have 6 preseason games to wrap up with. They're taking on the Celtics tomorrow. They're playing right now against the Hawks, but the Hawks leading 97-72. Nets up against the T-Wolves 59-51, and then the Nuggets lead the Thunder currently 45-43. And first pitch coming up in around 12 minutes from now, Dodgers-Giants. We'll keep you guys posted in the early goings tonight of that game. If you're new on the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well. Special live stream tonight here. Thursday Night Football play-by-play. Tom Brady looking sharp, 11 for 12 passing, 2 touchdown passes already in the first quarter. He had 5 last week, 17 total. And he's only thrown 2 interceptions, and both of them were in week number 1. One of them was off the fingertips of Leonard Fournette. And the other interception was a Hail Mary pass right before halftime, setting up a prayer that got picked off. 33 seconds remaining. This ball sails to the back of the end zone. Philadelphia takes it out at their own 25. Great first try by the Eagles. It was more through the penalties that benefited them, though. 2 offsides penalties by Tampa Bay, and then the pass interference that moved the football up significantly inside the 5-yard line. And then Jalen Hurts' next play found Zach Ertz for the touchdown grab. Hurts from the gun. He takes the snap, handoff. Up the middle, Sanders rushes on the draw for about 1. So more so, their first drive was more of luck for Philadelphia as far as the penalties. They need to find ways to move the actual football themselves, though, and not rely on the other team to help them out. 2nd and 9 for Philadelphia, clock winding down, and they elect not to take a final play here at the end of the first. So 1 quarter in the books, Tampa Bay leading 14-7. Tom Brady, 2 touchdown passes. First one, a 2-yard TD pass to his tight end, O.J. Howard. And then he found Antonio Brown for the touchdown grab. Middle of the field. 22-yard touchdown pass, 14-7 Bucs. As we now move on to quarter number 2. Oh, yeah, Tom Brady's having so much fun in Tampa. Great start today by the Bucs. Philadelphia will just keep on having answers for Tampa Bay, and they need to start moving the football down the fields themselves if they want to make this a ball game. The Bucs helping them out in that first drive. Tampa Bay had 3 penalties for 55 total yards. Philadelphia with just 20. They've got right now currently 36 yards. 26 of those yards are passing, but 36 yards total to 150 by the Bucs. Also, if you haven't already done so, feel free to vote in the poll if you guys would like. Who do you got tonight? Bucs or Eagles? Right now, it's been like a one-sided poll, basically. All right, so Philadelphia having players in and out this season when it comes to the offensive line. They've used 13 different players, which is the most in the NFL with their offensive line. This will bring up a 2nd and 9 as we get back to action. The Eagles have the football spotted at their own 26. Philadelphia now going left to right on the field. Hurts from the gun. He takes the snap. Pressure coming. Launches. That pass is caught. That's a catch of 6. It goes to the rookie from Alabama, Devontae Smith. What's good, Little Zeb? Welcome to the stream. Taking Philly tonight. 3rd and 3 now for the Eagles. Football spot at their own 32. From the gun, Hurts. He takes the snap. Looks left, fires left side. That is incomplete. Looks like it was broken up by Jordan Whitehead. Intended for Jalen Reagor right past the first down marker. And Whitehead got a hand in that football. Disrupted Reagor. Yeah, tipped it. That should have been caught by Reagor, though. Went in and out of the hands of Reagor. Might have been partially a finger in that football, altering it a little bit. Just being right there in coverage for Whitehead was enough to force the incompletion off the chest of Reagor down to the ground. This ball gets punted away by Aaron Sipos. The punter returned by Mickens. Past the 25 to the 30 and tackled around the 32. Third drive of the night coming out for the Bucs, up 14-7. Tom Brady completing 11 passes out of 12 attempts as he is looking unstoppable. 121 passing yards with 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter. TB12 coming up once again after the timeout with the Bucs offense onto the field. What's good, Trey? Welcome to the stream. Y Fernandez, welcome in from Chicago. Yeah, I think that was a really good pickup there for the Knicks getting Fournier for more than what the Celtics would have offered. I think Fournier, most of his struggles last year were because he was like in and out of the lineup, and he kept on getting put back into health and safety protocols. But at the end of the season, he was really balling for Boston. So it's like a monster miss for them, unfortunately. They just can't seem to catch a break as far as health and safety protocols. I guess from last year, it just carried on to this year. Because hopefully now Jaylen Brown and Al Horford, hopefully they're going to be available for the opener. Because right now, they're not going to play tomorrow in the last preseason game. So they got put back into health and safety protocols. So we just started out the second quarter. We have 14:08 left to go in the second. Tampa Bay with a football coming up as they'll start off around their own 32-yard line. Tom Brady's been on fire. 11 completions out of 12 attempts, 121 passing yards, and the only incomplete pass was one down the far sideline that Antonio Brown couldn't get 2 feet in bounds for. He was close, extremely close to doing so. It was a terrific ball thrown by Brady, but Brown couldn't get both feet in bounds. If you're new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Tomorrow night, I'll have my final preseason NBA basketball game, Celtics versus Heat. You guys are welcome to join in tomorrow night for that. Also, we're going to join in progress with the Red Sox Astros tomorrow night after the Celtics Heat is over, so feel free to be a part of the channel tomorrow night. We are back to action. Bucs have the football. They'll start off around their own 33-yard line. This ball is placed. Brady in the ace formation under center. In the backfield, the running back Ronald Jones II. Brady, handoff up the middle to Jones. He makes a cut past the 35, down around the 36. It's a rush of 3. They have drives of 10 plays, 75 yards, touchdown, 9 plays, 75 yards, and a touchdown. And now their best field position tonight as they have started at their own 33. Bucs control the ground game, 32 rushing yards to only 10 by Philadelphia. Brady, play action, screens it out underneath, complete to Brown, but he is dropped in the backfield for a loss of 3. Avonte Maddox with a terrific open field tackle for Philadelphia, bringing up a 3rd and long for the Bucs. That's when you usually see Antonio Brown make the tackle or miss, but Maddox right there, just terrific position, gets him by the shoestring. Brady goes 4 wide, 3 bunched up to the right, 1 to the left, and he'll take the snap back to pass across the middle, fires complete, and Brown, not enough for the first down, open field tackle by the Eagles again. And that is Rodney McLeod who brings down Brown about 2 yards shy of the first down marker. So back-to-back catches for Brown. Not enough, though. Looked like he was going to break it. He had the stiff arm on the 22-yard touchdown catch 2 yards prior to the end zone and got it into the end zone. But there, tried to stiff arm on McLeod. Crossing down the field, couldn't get to it. And a 4th and 2, the Bucs look like they're going to keep their offense onto the field, and now they will substitute. The punting team comes on for Tampa Bay. Philadelphia having players substitute onto the field. And the game clock will now stop. And that will result in Bruce Arians burning a timeout. So Tampa Bay trying to see if they could get something. And offsides for Philadelphia. Too many men on the field. A free play somehow. But Eagles defense wasn't budging. So now Tampa Bay will have to punt the football away. Antonio Brown, leading receiver tonight, 4 catches for 38 total yards. Also has the touchdown catch. It's going to be a 4th and short for the Bucs. And they have their punting unit on. Standing back around the zone 27-yard line. This is the punter, Bradley Pinion. Jalen Reagor, the punt returner for Philadelphia. The snap. This ball gets booted away at the zone 30. Reagor calls for a fair catch back at the zone 17. Philadelphia with the offense coming back onto the field after the timeout. 12:07 left to go in the second. It's Bucs up 14-7. All right, so a chance here for Philadelphia to get right back into this game. They've been struggling moving the football as a team. 4 first downs, only 42 total yards. They got the touchdown in the drive because of a massive pass interference penalty. It was 2 offsides penalties for 10 yards combined. And then a pass interference penalty that was a 45-yard pass interference penalty from midfield to the 5-yard line. And that's ultimately what set up the touchdown from Jalen Hurts to Zach Ertz. It's going to be tough to rush on Tampa Bay's team. Tampa Bay, by far, the number 1 rushing defense in the NFL, allowing their opponents to round less than 50 rushing yards per game this season. But they're going to have to beat the secondary if they want to stay in this game, and that's about taking deep shots down the field. That's where the Bucs are the weakest part of their defense. That's how they were able to get that pass interference call. If they do take shots down the field, might get players open, could result in some long catches. So we'll see if they do take those opportunities coming up. First and 10, Philadelphia. 12:07 left to go in the second quarter. And the Eagles will start things off at their own 17-yard line. Hurts from the gun. Motion the backfield with Sanders. Hurts screens it out left side of Sanders. Spin move past the tackler. Past the 20, out of bounds around the 21. Picks up a catch of 4. Looked like he was going to get dragged down for a loss in the backfield. It's like a video game type of move when you press circle on the PlayStation controller. He had D. Delaney right in his face going right after him. Looked like Delaney was going to bring him down. Had his arms around him, and then Sanders able to evade the wrap-up tackle. Off the spin move, broke the tackle and picked up positive yardage. 2nd and 6 now for the Eagles. From the gun, Hurts. 11.5 left to go in the second. Takes a snap. Hurts. Play action. Flushes out towards his right. Pressure coming from behind. Watch out. Ooh, and he gets tackled right back at the line of scrimmage. Shaq Barrett comes up with a speed. Jalen Hurts did not see him rushing in from behind. And lucky he was not in a throwing motion there, because that could have been costly. As Hurts pick up a gain of 1. 3rd and 5. What's good? Dennis back in the stream. Welcome in. Big third down for the Eagles. They are 2 for 3 tonight when it comes to third down efficiency. Hurts from the gun at his own 22-yard line. Gets the snap with 2 on the play clock. Hurts going to fire that one. Overthrows his tight end, Ertz. It's incomplete. That was a pass that he was looking to have right back. Zach Ertz had a couple steps in coverage down the near sideline, and Hurts misses his spot. He just lets that ball sail over the head of Ertz. Fourth and 5, the punter, Aaron Sipos, standing back at his own 7-yard line. He gets the snap, boots it away, just past his own 10. This ball trailing back, Mickens towards his right, lets it bounce, and it bounces out of bounds. The referees will come up, spot the football around the Tampa Bay 39. So it's going to give Tom Brady its best field position tonight coming up after the timeout. Tampa Bay, they'll have it at their own 39-yard line. 14-7, Bucs lead. Yeah, when you're playing Tampa Bay, you have to be right on top for your execution. And right now, Philadelphia, offensively, they are struggling with that. A dropped ball on the last drive. Jalen Hurts in the third down overthrows Ertz. And they've had opportunities, they just haven't been able to capitalize. They got the first touchdown basically as a gift to them. It was the 45-yard pass interference penalty that set up the touchdown a few plays later. Other than that first drive, Tampa Bay's been playing clean defense. They had 3 penalties in the opening drive, but other than that, looking sharp defensively ever since. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Right now we're in a timeout. Tampa Bay going to have their best field position coming up. They've started 2 drives of their own 25, both resulting in touchdowns. They started their last drive at their own 33-yard line. That resulted in the first punt. And now they'll take over at their own 39. Tomorrow night will be my final preseason basketball stream. Can't wait to get back in the swing of things. Basketball season starts up next week, so I plan on having a good amount of basketball games coming up next week. My next game in person is on Saturday for volleyball, so then after that, I don't have another game in person until the 26th of October, which allows me time to get back into the swing of things for basketball play-by-play, which will be pretty cool. Because eventually basketball season is going to start up. I think it starts up around November 10th for me is my first game. 1st and 10, Brady, handoff up the middle, carried to about the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 6 by Fournette. Great start to this drive by Tampa Bay. They are pounding the rock tonight, trying to get back on the running game. Philadelphia, bottom of the NFL, 30th in rushing defense. 3rd in passing defense. Yet Tom Brady's been able to crack the code, 13 for 14 passing, 127 passing yards, and 2 pass touchdowns. Handoff again to Fournette, carries for about 1. And Tampa Bay entering at the bottom of the pack rushing. 26th in the NFL in their rushing attack. Third and 4 for Tampa Bay. 9.5 minutes in the second quarter remain. Brady from the gun going empty backfield. 2 receivers to his right, 3 bunched up to his left. Brady takes the snap. Back to pass across the middle, deflected, and this ball is on the ground. It is intercepted by Philadelphia. For now, it will be an interception. Tom Brady tried to force one in there, and Marcus Epps, he might have trapped that football. For now, they're going to call it an interception. Did this hit the ground first? Ooh. Both those hands right on the football. Can't see from that camera angle from behind. But as right now, that has been recorded an interception. Tom Brady tried to put that one right into a tight window around the first down marker. Tip deflected by a Philadelphia defender. Marcus Epps right behind it as the ball sails into his hands. Diving attempt at the ground. Looks like for now it's been ruled an interception. 14-7, the Eagles defense get a big break here to help out the offense coming back onto the field if this stands. Alright, so this play is being looked at right now. Whether Philadelphia will take over this football coming up. Impressive. Extremely impressive what we've seen on that last play there by Philadelphia. So they have had opportunities. They just haven't been able to cash on in those opportunities offensively. If you're new on the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified here. Future live streams I do cover. The majority of my content I usually cover is play-by-play basketball action. I do cover other sports though. Tonight's special live stream of NFL Thursday Night Football. So this has been a booth review on the field, whether this has been an interception or not. Marcus Epps, both of his hands in the football. Can't really see from behind or from the side whether he dropped that football. We don't have a camera view from the front. It'd be nice if we saw like a camera view right from the front if there was one, but haven't got that yet. This one is from behind. That looks like he has it. I don't think he trapped it. That looks like it's, from my view, it looks like that was an interception. It looks like he has possession of that. He rolls over on the ground with the football. Both in the right and left side of the ball. We're awaiting the ruling on the field. Here's one from the front. except there's a player in the way as Brady tried to force it into the first down marker near it to Cameron Brate. Brady's reaction after he threw that football, he was looking right back to the refs to see if he would get a roughing the passer call. So he stood up in the pocket, drew that football, and then turned. Didn't get the call, though. So forcing it into Brate, it was the Eagles getting there. Just terrific defense by Alex Singleton. Terrific defense by Singleton, getting his hand in there, wrapping up Brate. Still being reviewed, but the Eagles are celebrating along their sideline. Brady disappointed. It's going to be his third interception of the game. Or third interception of the season. 17 touchdown passes this year by Tom Brady to 3 interceptions if this one stands. He had 2 opening night. And this will be his first pick since opening night if it does stand and Philadelphia takes over. Brady tonight with 2 touchdown passes. As of now, no picks. Most likely his first right here. As they are still on this booth review. This one is being forever. They're taking. Yeah. Oh man, they're still at the. They're still looking at it right now, trying to get this call. And now they've got the call. So the referees have got the call. The call has been reversed. Tom Brady has not thrown an interception. The ball is going to go right back to Tampa Bay. It's going to be a 4th down, though. There must be an angle that we did not see. What the referees got provided with the angle. So Tom Brady still with only 2 interceptions this season to 17 TD passes as they have reversed the call on the field. Bradley Pinion standing back at his own 30-yard line. He will punt this football away to snap. The punt, the pressure coming up almost got to him as that was Boston Scott in the area. And a fair catch made at the 11-yard line. As that is where Philadelphia will take over. So yeah, from my looks, I thought it was an interception. Had the ball down on the ground. Didn't look like he trapped it. Got both of his hands on it. Right and left side of the football. Rolled over with possession. I don't know what camera angle they had. If they had different camera angles than the ones we saw on the TV screen. But to me, it looked like that should have been a pick. Philadelphia takes over at their own 11. Hurts from the gun. Takes a snap. Being pressured. Forced out to his right. Hurts will just rush and slides down for a loss of 1. The pressure was coming in from behind by Devin White. So they start off with negative yardage. They have it at their own 10. 2nd and 11 for Philadelphia. Hurts from the gun. 1 receiver to his right, 2 to the left. Hurts takes the snap back to pass. Fires down the right side. That ball is complete. Past the 25 to the 26. Hurts swung out of bounds. Catch a 16. Gets the first down. That's a great throw that time to Zach Ertz. They hook up. Ertz with a touchdown catch. 2nd catch of the game, 2 for 21. And it was on the 3rd down last time that Jalen Hurts had missed that type of throw. Down the near sideline. Hurts from the gun, 2 receivers bunched up to the right and to the left. He takes a snapper in his own 26, play action, launches down the left sideline, one-on-one coverage. That is overthrown, intercepted. Takes it rushing for it down the far sideline, but touchdown to the ground. It's an interception made by Jamel Dean. And Jalen Hurts throws his first pick of the night, overthrowing the football. Taking those shots, I don't blame him. Looking for Quez Watkins, one-on-one coverage to Dean. He just overthrows it, and Watkins trying to make an adjustment back to the football and stopped in his route. It looks like Watkins stopped a little bit. He more so slowed up, and he mistimed his jump. And Dean was right there to play that football. Perfect position. That's more so on Watkins, slowing up, trying to adjust back to the football on one-on-one coverage. And I don't know if he lost the football or what, but he just completely mistimed his jump going up for it. Brady takes a snap starting in his own 33, launches down the middle of the field, and that one falls incomplete as Brady got knocked down looking for Mike Evans. The pressure starting to get to Tom Brady. Recently, that was Derek Barnett who provided the pressure. Brady tonight, 13 for 16, 127 passing yards. 2 touchdown passes, the first one to O.J. Howard, second one to Antonio Brown. Brady goes empty backfield from the gun, takes a snap, back to pass. Brady launches across the middle, hooks up with Brady this time to the 40. And then moves the chains, first down, catch of 12. So on the last pass before that one, the camera break, Tom Brady got away with what looked like it was an interception. But it was reversed in the field after the challenge. Took around 15 minutes to complete. 1st and 10. Under 7 minutes left to go before halftime. Brady, handoff. Fournette rushes left side of the hashes. Gain of 2. Brought down by Singleton. Hey, thanks so much, Brian. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, that link is pinned in there if anybody's interested in merch link. We got some pretty cool stuff. Sweatshirts, short sleeve, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillows, stickers. I'm going to bring back the pillow tomorrow for the basketball stream. So I have like a generic basketball pillow that my girlfriend sewed for me that I've been using for a couple of years in the stream. But I recently bought one of my merch pillows that I'm going to use tomorrow. Antonio Brown gets the catch, and he takes it to the first down at the 45-yard line. That is good for about a catch of 12, and it moves the chains for Brown. 5 catches for 52 now for Antonio Brown tonight. First and 10 for the Bucs. Inside the 45-yard line of Eagles territory, ace formation. Brady takes a snap, play action. In the pocket, passes underneath, check down to Fournette. Gets past one tackler, moves upfield, hurdles past the man inside the 30, and rumbles forward to the 26. That's good for a catch of around 15. Leonard Fournette breaking 2 tackles along the way, and Tom Brady, we see the smile on his face, loving that one. His players making plays out on the field. Fournette should have been tackled for about a 2-yard gain in the catch. Slips past the tackle. It was Davion Taylor, the first one too, and slipped past him and hurdled over a man down the right sideline to gain more yards after the catch. 1st and 10. Rush by Fournette as he rumbles forward for 2 to the 24. Fatima, welcome to stream. TB12 is not a cheater. I've been a Patriots fan all my life. I can tell you that. Even though there's been some bumps along the way. Paul, welcome on. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it. 4:20 left to go before halftime. 2nd and 8. Ace formation. At the 24-yard line of Eagles territory, Brady screens it underneath, stiff arm, inside the 20, down the right sideline, 15, chopped up around the 13. Catch of 13. That's a catch around 15. That is to the tight end, O.J. Howard, who get the touchdown grab on the first drive. As we take a look right now, total time of possession, the Bucs are dominating over 11 minutes more with a football than Philadelphia. 18 minutes for Tampa Bay compared to 7 minutes and 57 seconds for Philadelphia. Approaching 3.5 left to go. Brady screens it out right side, complete to Miller. At the 10-yard line. That's Godwin who gets the catch. Catch of around 4. Chris Godwin's been mostly silent tonight. He's got 3 catches now for 34. Mike Evans has been more silent than Godwin, though. 1 catch for 22. Brown leads the way with 5 catches for 52 and a touchdown grab. Fournette's having a big game. Fournette totals 76 yards from scrimmage, 4 catches for 40 yards, and on the ground, 10 rushes for 36. 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line inside the red zone for Tom Brady from the gun. He takes a snap. Back to pass, clear pocket, launches that ball right at the first down marker. It is going to be roll the catch, says the referee. Should be enough for the first. Needed 7. And we'll see where this ball is spotted. That's not a generous spot. The initial spot looked good. The second spot placed it like a 2-yard difference. And the ball gets placed to the 4-yard line, so this will bring up a 3rd and short. Approaching the 2-minute mark left to go. Tampa Bay has one more play possibly in the Bucs here before the 2-minute warning. Brady in the ace formation. Takes the snap handoff up the middle, Fournette. Gets past one tackler. Looks like it's enough for the first. Second effort appears to get him there. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Tampa Bay 14, Philadelphia 7. And the Bucs are at the 3-yard line when we get back to action here. And they'll have a 1st and goal coming up from the Philadelphia 3. Tampa Bay mixing tonight. Trying to get back to the ground, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. Tom Brady with a stellar first half, 19 for 22 passing, 2 passing touchdowns. Leonard Fournette's got 11 carries for 38, an additional 40 yards receiving. Antonio Brown, the top wideout, 5 catches for 52. Hey, we get a dono. Brian, thanks so much for the dono, man. Really appreciate it. Let's get that dono hype out in the chat here. Some 2-minute warning. Bucs just rolling as far as total time of possession. 20 minutes and 3 seconds for Tampa Bay compared to 7 minutes and 57 seconds for Philadelphia. Philadelphia has a touchdown on the opening drive, resulting in a 45-yard pass interference penalty in the secondary by Jamel Dean of the Bucs. That put the football at the 5, and then next play, it was Jalen Hurts off the play action towards his right to Zach Ertz, open at the goal line for the touchdown. Feel free to join in tomorrow night. I'll be covering 2 different sports tomorrow night. So tonight I'm calling football. Tomorrow night I'll be back with basketball. My final preseason game, Celtics against Heat tomorrow night. And then after that one finishes up, I plan on joining in progress the Red Sox against Astros game 1 for the ALCS. And next week it's going to be a lot of basketball streams since basketball comes back here. And that's like the majority of my streams. So since basketball is coming back, it's going to be more like probably like 90% basketball and 10% football. So it'll be a ton more basketball action, though I plan on covering, I think, on the weekends, especially Sunday for Sunday Night Football, still for most of the Sunday night games, because NBA doesn't put national TV games on Sundays, so I'm still gonna do football on Sundays. I think the big nights for NBA are, I think, Wednesday and Friday are the big nights, and this is back to action after the timeout. Brady, handoff, Fournette, touchdown, 2 yards out. Leonard Fournette, have a night. As we are still in the first half. 80 yards total from scrimmage. 40 rushing. 40 receiving. And just a plunge up the middle for 6. What's good, Neil? Welcome to the stream. 1:56 left to go before half. That's good. Best of luck there. That's awesome for Goody. Soccer season a success. Suck up with the extra point. And that is straight through the uprights. $21-7 with 1:56 before half. Oh, that's awesome. Syracuse against Clemson tomorrow. At the Dome there for Neil. That's great. Yeah, I would love to go to Syracuse someday. I think it's only around 6 hours away from me. It's one of the closer D1 schools that's like a big Power 5 school. So I'm closest to Boston College. But like actual teams or so, especially for basketball. Because Boston College hasn't really had like a basketball program in ages that they've been like getting any success at. I'll go Virginia Tech in that one. No, Goody happy with my choice right there. That's going to be a good game. I'm going to take the Ravens there for that game. I can't believe they didn't put that on Sunday Night Football. They got for this week Geno Smith against Big Ben. This ball gets kicked to the back of the end zone, and the Eagles, with 1:56 remaining before half, will get the football. I'm going to open up the NFL maps and see like what games, like who gets what for this week. I'll go over that around halftime. 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. They start off their own 25. Hurts from the gun. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Takes a snap, pump fake. Hurts in the pocket. Rushes out towards his right. Throws in the run. And it's in and out of the hands. Incomplete. Devin White. Terrific coverage on Zach Ertz. Couldn't come down with it down the near sideline. And it stops the clock with 1:49 remaining. So the Eagles are desperate, but they have to realize here Tampa Bay can go up 28-7 before half. If Philadelphia goes 3 and out on this drive, it still leaves Tom Brady in the offense with time. From the gun, Hurts takes a snap. Pressure coming. Forced out to his left. Watch out. Here's Barrett rushing him. He's going to escape Barrett. Gets out of bounds. Clock will stop with 1:42. Not enough for the first down. 3rd down. Always good to have a mobile quarterback because Shaq Barrett can cause a lot of problems if you're in the pocket. If you're a pocket passer, that's a sack all day. Jalen Hurts rushes out towards his left and escapes Shaq Barrett. 3rd and 6 for the Eagles. Ball spotted around their own 29-yard line. 1:42 remaining before halftime. Only 5 first downs. 2 for 4 on 3rd downs tonight. Hurts takes a low snap. In the pocket, back to pass. Pump fake. Still looking around. Launches deep down the far side of the field. It's incomplete. overthrows his receiver on a zing. He had open his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. He was open at the left hash. And we've seen that twice tonight on third down. Overthrown again. And it's going to result in a punting situation, and Tom Brady's going to get this football back with under a minute and a half left to go. 21-7. Sipos receives the snap, boots it away. Angles it at the right number. Fielded by Nick Mickens. Past the 35. Tackle. Football comes out behind the 35. And it goes back right place, right time into a teammate's hands. Scooped up around the 33. Lucky for Tampa Bay, they'll get the football with 1:21 left. Enough time for Tom Brady. Yeah, they definitely need some trick plays up their sleeve tonight. Oh man, Houston beating the Patriots at their own game on Sunday with a flea flicker. That was ugly. The Patriots were down as many by 13, 22-9 at one point. I can't believe they won that game. Brady and the offense comes onto the field. Ball at the 35-yard line at their own territory. 1st and 10 with 1:21 remaining. He's got the pass-catching back lined up to the left side of him, Giovanni Bernard. Tampa Bay with 2 timeouts left. Philadelphia with 3 timeouts remaining. 1st and 10. Brady from the shotgun formation. And we have movement on the offensive line. Eagles saying it's on Tampa Bay, and it is. False start backs up the Bucs 5. So they have been going clean tonight as far as the first drive. They committed 3 defensive penalties, 2 offsides, and then 1 pass interference penalty for 45 yards, which set up the touchdown from Hurts to Ertz. But they just committed their 4th penalty of the game, so now 4 penalties for 60 for the Bucs. 1st and 15, Tom takes the snap back to pass. Brady launches down the near sideline, incomplete. Looking for Mike Evans a little bit too far out of his reach. The clock stops with 1:19. I think it was a lot of tension there between Brady and Belichick. And then, I think the big thing was where the money was being spent, where Tom Brady wasn't getting legit weapons at the Patriots, and they kept on giving him pay decreases to play for the Patriots. He would take pay cuts as this ball is thrown low for Antonio Brown. It brings up a 3rd and 15. So yeah, Brady was taking decreases in pay to stay on the Patriots, and they wouldn't build up a wide receiving core to his benefit. They had players that could not get separation whatsoever in the field. 3rd and 15. 1:14 left to go before halftime. Brady from the gun. In motion towards his right, Godwin. Brady takes a snap, back to pass, launches this one deep down the middle of the field. Overthrown, intercepted at the 27. Anthony Harris with a pick. It's Darius Slay now with the ball, as he makes a cut towards his left and tackled at the 32. Thursday night football. It shows not the best product in the NFL, and Tom Brady overthrows Antonio Brown by a mile down the middle of the field. And Brady gets picked off for the 3rd time this season. Brady getting a little bit chippy there. Things getting chippy between Brady and Derek Barnett. Barnett's been the main one providing the pressure on Brady tonight. All right, so we continue to play before halftime. (21-7), 1:14 in the clock on a timeout. Oh, this would mean a whole ton to Philadelphia. So this is an opportunity here for Philadelphia to get right back into the game. And the Eagles are going to return the second half kickoff too. So they'll receive the second half kick for Philadelphia. Yeah, if the Eagles score here, they cut it to a touchdown game and they get the kick to start things off in the second half. What's good, Brandon? Welcome back to the stream. Got over 70 plus people out here on the channel right now. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Tonight's special live stream of NFL Thursday Night Football. Bucs up by 2 touchdowns, 21-7 over the Eagles. But Philadelphia gets an interception from Tom Brady and a chance here with around a minute left to go before half. Ronnie, welcome in. Best of luck tonight. Looking for the Eagles to cover at +7. This game's going to come down to all accurate throws. Jalen Hurts has struggled on 2 third downs, overthrowing his intended receiver. And Tom Brady just overthrew Antonio Brown by a long shot and got that ball picked off. Things really got chippy between Derek Barnett and Tom Brady after Brady had thrown the interception. We're back into action. 57 seconds left. Hurts starts off from his own 32. From the gun, takes a snap. Back to pass in the pocket. Hurts launches. Left side. That ball is caught by Rieger for the first down. Buccaneers bench was saying it was incomplete, but caught at the 45-yard line inside Philadelphia territory. What a catch if it stands. And now this will be challenged. This was trapped. This is coming back. Great try to get away with it, but that ball was clearly trapped in between the arms of Jalen Rieger. Great diving effort, though, to try to get to that football. Hey, thanks so much, Ronnie. Appreciate it, man. Okay, so this catch has been reversed. It's going to be incomplete. That was quick. 2nd and 10. At their own 32-yard line, Philadelphia with a football. Hurts from the gun. 1-on-1 coverage. Devontae Smith lines up at the bottom of the screen. Hurts takes the snap. Pressure coming. Tries to escape it. Able to. Rushes out to his left, being chased by Barrett. Throws down the field, out of bounds. Too far out, past the far sideline, looking for Ertz. And it will bring up a 3rd and 10. Last 4 possessions for the Eagles, all 3 and outs. Punt, interception, punt. Yeah, we yet to see any razzle-dazzle so far tonight for the Eagles. We'll see here if we do get something before halftime. 3rd and 10. Hurts has overthrown 2 targets on the 3rd down. They are 2 for 5 tonight in 3rd down conversions. 3rd and 10 from their own 32. Hurts takes the snap, back to pass, clear pocket. Rushes towards his left. He will keep it himself. Tries to get to the 1st. And he is knocked out of bounds. About 4 yards shy. Gain of 6. Needed 10. Not enough. And the Eagles will have to punt away the football as the clock rolls. He got out of bounds. The clock stops at 37. The play clock keeps on rolling. That was a big, big play right there for the Buccaneers defense as they will allow Tom Brady to get the football back with around 30 seconds left to go. So once again, Aaron Sipos awaiting back at his own 25. Punts this football away. Angles it towards the right side. Mickens. Fair catch at the 22. First and 10 with 31 seconds left, and Tom Brady and the offense will come back out to the field. 16 first downs for Tampa Bay, just 5 for Philadelphia in the first half. It's just been a lopsided offensive type of game. 237 total yards by the Bucs to 73 by the Eagles. The Eagles got the touchdown on the drive that was a 45-yard pass interference penalty by Tampa Bay, which was by Jamel Dean, which set up a touchdown pass from 5 yards out. Jalen Hurts to Zach Ertz. 31 seconds remaining at their own 22. Brady screens it out underneath, caught by Bernard going backwards, and he gets stood up. That is a loss of around 3. Back of the 18-yard line, as that just did not go his way. He just stumbled backwards, and this looks like the last play before half. Both teams elect not to run another play. We're going to go into halftime. 21 Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 touchdown passes. Did throw an interception on the previous drive before this one with 1 play. 20 for 26, 186 passing yards, 2 touchdown passes, 1 pick to Jalen Hurts. 5 for 14 through the air, 54 passing yards, a touchdown, and a pick in the first half. The Eagles will get the football to receive the second half kickoff, as we are now at halftime. Alright, so if you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified here. Future live streams I do cover play-by-play of sports action on the channel. Let's see, who do you got tonight inside the poll? We have 100 votes even. And the release of the poll, Tampa Bay 65%, Philadelphia 35%. Tom Brady has spread out the football to 8 separate receivers tonight. Impressive. With so many weapons that they have for Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown leading the way. 5 catches for 52 total yards. Chris Godwin has 5 catches for 43. Leonard Fournette, he has been having a big impact in this game. Leonard Fournette has 80 total scrimmage yards, 12 carries for 40 yards, a touchdown rush, and he also has 4 catches for 40. So great game played by Leonard Fournette so far in the first half. O.J. Howard has 2 catches for 12 and a touchdown catch in the opening drive. And Ronald Jones has a catch, same as Cameron Brate and Giovanni Bernard. And Mike Evans been silent. He's only got 1 catch for 22. So Mike Evans, the top target, has been silent tonight, but it's been opening up the field for Antonio Brown and Chris Godwin to operate, along with Leonard Fournette getting a couple screen passes and checkdowns in the backfield. What's good, Kane? Welcome to the stream. I'll go here for I'll take Tampa Bay for 34 tonight. They're probably going to do a lot of milking clock in the second half. Probably 1 more touchdown in them. Wouldn't be shocked if they do get 2. I have the other 2 as field goals. Or it could be the other way. It could be 2 touchdowns and a missed extra point. Still scoreless in the National League Divisional Series. Winner moves on. Series tied up at 2 apiece between the Dodgers and the Giants, as they are now at the bottom of the 3rd inning, still scoreless 0-0. In NBA preseason, Hawks beat the Heat 127-92. I'll be back tomorrow covering my final NBA preseason game, Heat versus Celtics. Brooklyn Nets winners over the Minnesota Timberwolves 107-101. And the Nuggets Thunder playing in the fourth quarter with around 7 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. Nuggets by 1, 89-88. The best throws we have been seeing by Tom Brady tonight have been on clear pockets, like the one he threw to Antonio Brown. 22 yards for the touchdown, just found in the middle of the field and got the stiff arm. There's been a lot of broken tackles tonight. Tom Brady had a smile on his face after one of the plays. Leonard Fournette with a big stiff arm looked like he would have got like 1 or 2 yards after the catch and turned it upfield. I think that was like for a 15-yard plus catch with yards after the catch that Fournette had. So it's been a lot of trouble tackling tonight for Philadelphia with their defense, as Tampa Bay's had got multiple opposing tacklers missing them tonight. Oh, sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate. Man, hopefully he'll play for you, man. Yeah, Kyler Murray's been on MVP level this year. I think it's going to come down to either Tom Brady or Kyler Murray to win MVP this season. Also putting back Josh Allen back into the mix, too. The Bills are rolling. And Dak. Dak, too. Those I think are like the top 4. Oh, yeah, he calls all these Fox games. I wonder what's going to happen, though, for when they do have the Thursday night game, and then he's also got the World Series that week, too. That's right, Justin Herbert. That's right, inside the top 5. Other than week 1, Aaron Rodgers has been pretty solid. They haven't really had like a tough schedule, though, for Green Bay yet. All right, so a lot of football this week for week number 6. The Dolphins in London versus the Jaguars. That's the first game. That's an early game if you're from the Pacific area. That's 6:30 in the morning Pacific time. 9:30 a.m. on the East Coast for Dolphins at Jaguars. And here's some of the other week 1 matchups. Got a lot of divisional games this week. Packers at the Bears, 1 o'clock Eastern time slot, as Green Bay is favorites by 5.5 points. Bengals at the Lions. The Lions have been so close, losing on game-winning kicks by the Ravens and the Vikings, and both of those scores were 19-17. The Bengals now travel to Ford Field, take on Detroit. The Bengals are a 3.5-point favorite. Texans at the Colts. Colts with a short week playing on Monday Night Football. And Davis Mills throwing for over 300 passing yards against the Patriots defense, and they were up by 13, and they lost the game away in the second half for Houston. So Houston at Indianapolis, both teams 1-4. The Colts are a 10-point favorite going into that game. The Rams against the Giants. Yeah, I think this one's going to be a blowout. The Rams coming off some extra time to prepare. They played last Thursday. The Giants banged up due to injury. It's a home game, though, for New York. They have a lot of key players out. I think that's going to be a tough one for New York coming up on Sunday. Chiefs at Washington, a get-it-right type of game for Kansas City. They played on Sunday Night Football. Lost against the Bills. Washington struggling defensively. There was a lot of talk about Washington's defense having a great season because they had a really solid season late in the year last year, but they've been struggling defensively. Washington at home hosting the Chiefs. That could be a lot of points in that game. I think both of those teams can go off for a good amount of points. I think we're looking at 40s for that game, for Kansas City to reach. Washington's been scoring points. Their defense has been struggling, though. Vikings at Panthers. This might be a low game for this week. Minnesota started out red hot offensively. They have tapered off, though, recently. Chargers at the Ravens. Cannot believe this is not a Sunday night football game. Baltimore at home, 2.5-point favorite over the Chargers. I can't believe this one's not a Sunday night football game. Cardinals at the Browns. This is a 4:05 start time on Fox on Sunday. The only Fox game that's in the late afternoon window. So that's quite odd. And that's the only late game, and it's barely even seen by anybody. I'm looking at the TV maps right now. So Fox late is being seen in Washington, Oregon, Arizona, not even the right corner of Arizona, where Navajo Nation is. That they're getting the Green Bay against Chicago game for the earlier one. It says Arizona, Cleveland late, so these are the ones that's only getting the green. They're probably getting it, but they're also getting Green Bay, Chicago too. There's specialized ones that's just getting the green. So with Arizona, Cleveland, that's what their the colors are located on the map for it. Raiders versus Broncos at 4:25. Denver's the favorite? Yeah, it doesn't shock me. The Raiders have just dropped off. They don't have their head coach anymore. A lot of distractions this week. That could be a problem match at Mile High. Cowboys at the Patriots. I can't believe Dallas is only a 3.5-point favorite. Seahawks Steelers is a Sunday night game. And then Bills at Tennessee. That's the Monday night game. And then 4 teams in the bye: Falcons, Saints, Jets, and 49ers. What's good, Lloyd? Welcome in from the UK. So Vaughn gets the Ravens Chargers. Yeah, I'm looking at right here. So let's see. I've got the Ravens Chargers too. So I'm looking at the map right now. The whole Northeast gets the Ravens Chargers. Besides the Philadelphia area, they're going to get Kansas City versus Washington. But basically the whole Northeast will get Chargers, Baltimore, and then the whole West Coast will get Chargers, Baltimore. And then all of the Midwest plus Southeast will get Kansas City, Washington. So yeah, it's basically split. I'm shocked that not more gets the Chargers, Baltimore. I'm really shocked actually that Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wisconsin, Michigan, that they're going with a Washington Kansas City game instead of putting on Chargers Ravens. Elaine, welcome back to the stream. Me too. So yeah, I'm from Massachusetts, big Patriots fan myself. Dallas, New England. This is the game that's covered, the 2 most popular teams in the NFL. So this game is covered the most in this late afternoon time slot for CBS, and then Las Vegas, Denver is covered on the Pacific Coast. Yeah, so that's right. So Vaughn's out in California, so unfortunately you won't be able to get Dallas Patriots. I wasn't able to get the Browns against Chargers last week. I was looking for that game. I wasn't able to get it. Looks like all of California is going to get the Raiders against Broncos instead of the Cowboys Patriots. Yep. All of California, all of Nevada, basically all of Arizona, all of Utah, all of Idaho, Washington, Oregon, all of Oregon, basically all of Montana, all of Nebraska, all of Kansas, and half of Washington, basically, besides the Seattle area. The Southeast will get Dallas against the Patriots. So all of the Northeast, all of the Southeast, and then It's basically the Midwest and the West Coast that's going to get Las Vegas, Denver. So Midwest, mountain areas like Colorado, Wyoming is all because of Denver, Kansas City. Actually, it's interesting because Missouri is lighting up more in red, which is Dallas against New England, as now we start off the third quarter. Kansas City, that side, of course, is going to have the Las Vegas-Denver game, but Southern Missouri and Eastern Missouri towards St. Louis, that's actually Patriots-Cowboys. All right, so third quarter begins now. Philadelphia will take over at their own 25. Hurts, play action, flushed out to his right, check down underneath, one-handed catch by Ertz. Gets past the 25 and out of bounds, pushed out around the 27, so it goes for a catch of 2. Hurts takes the snap handoff up the middle. Sanders gets knocked down for maybe 1 or 2 yards. Big tackle by Vita Vea. Sanders just went right into a brick wall. That is a big man that he finds up the middle with Vea just all over Sanders. It's like a big bear hug right there to stand him up. 3rd and 6 at their own 29 of Philadelphia territory. Hurts from the gun. They've missed out on the last 4 straight third down conversions. They started out 2 for 2 ever since they're 0 for 4. Hurts takes a snap in the pocket, launches down the far sideline, broken up, incomplete. Jamel Dean, one-on-one coverage, perfect position, puts his hand out there, breaks up the pass intended for Devontae Smith. And this will be a punt on the field for the Eagles. Fourth and 6. Buccaneers about to get this football back. Jaden Mickens, the punt returner. Sitball standing back at his own 15. Pressure off the edge, able to punt it away in time, though. This is a big, long, booming punt inside the 20. Return towards the right side. Stiff arm by Mickens at the 15. Cuts the wrong way at the 15. Down the right sideline, past the 20, out of bounds around the 21. All that running from one side of the field to the opposite side, just to only get around 6 on the return. 21-7, Tampa Bay back on the field. 13-41 in the third. Yeah, it is a complete difference here in this total time of possession. The Bucs by almost 11 minutes. 21 minutes and 5 seconds for Tampa Bay. And then 10 minutes and 27 seconds for Philadelphia. Second half, I can see a lot more pounding the rock here for Tampa Bay, trying to get back into the running game. They came into this game 26th in the NFL in rushing, but they're playing against Philadelphia, who's got the 30th rushing defense this season, giving up a lot of yards per carry. The Bucs tonight averaging 3.5 yards per carry. Leonard Fournette's got 12 carries for 40 yards. What's good, Robert? Welcome to the stream. Best of luck there. Looking for TB12 to toss in 2 more. Selena, what's good? Welcome in. I'm doing pretty well. We got over 60 people watching now. If you're new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Tomorrow night, I'll be back covering preseason NBA basketball. My final preseason game, it's going to be the Celtics against the Heat. Also, I plan on covering after that one, join in progress with the Red Sox against the Astros after the Bucs, or after the Celtics and Heat game finishes up. Dave, what's good? Welcome on. So 21-7, around 13 and a half minutes remaining. Jalen Hurts having a rough game, only completing 6 passes out of 16 attempts. Been a while. Welcome back in. We got Abdul on the stream again. He's got Tampa 7-point favorites. He put 4 for this one. Best of luck there. 21-7, up by 2 touchdowns right now. And the offense back onto the field. Bucs with the football. Brady passes underneath. Ball complete. That's about a catch. A 4 goes to Howard, the tight end. Howard got the first touchdown grab of the night. I'm going to take Saturday off. I'm going to be off on Saturday. I'm covering a game in person on Saturday. Good question here. I don't believe so. There was one in the Summer League game. I remember back in 2019, it was the RJ versus Zion Summer League game with the earthquake as Brady throws. That one to the near side, caught by Brown right at the first down marker. Referees will have the ball at the 30, about a yard shy. So, I was just getting started. I think I was in my 4th or 5th month of streaming. It was the Summer League, and everybody wanted to see the actual game. They thought I was showing the actual game on TV. So, yeah, a lot of people kept on pressing it the opposite way right there for that stream. I think the ratio was like 30-15, so it was like a 2-to-1 ratio on that stream. That was the Knicks-Pelicans back in 2019. Fournette, he's going to break one, gets a big run, rumbles forward to midfield in the first down. That's a carry good for around 20. Yeah, thanks so much, Abdul. Appreciate it. I've been covering in person for volleyball. I got accepted into a couple colleges. And then starting up in a couple weeks, going to be basketball for me. Leonard Fournette having a great game, now up to 60 rushing yards on 13 carries. Fournette's got 100 yards total from scrimmage. 11.5 in the third. Brady from the gun. 2-eye to the right and to the left. Here's a draw over to Fournette. Rushes to the left side for 5. Inside Eagles territory at the 45. Edison, welcome to the stream from the Cayman Islands. Bucs having a really great job in this game on their first downs. Rushing the football, that's where they've been able to lead things off, and recently they've been able to go for rushes to pick up good gains, 4, 5, 6, 7 to start things off in the first down. This is a 2nd and 5 at the 45 of Eagles territory. Brady from the gun. He takes the snap. Fournette in the backfield. Brady. Check down to Fournette. Caught at the 40. Looks like enough to the first. We'll see where the spot of the football goes to. Referee's going to place it just shy of the first down marker. Leonard Fournette with 104 total yards from scrimmage. And this will be a 3rd and 1. Leonard Fournette has more total yards than the Eagles as a team. 77 total for Philadelphia. Brady, handoff, up the middle Fournette. Rumbles forward, first down, rush of 5. That's unfortunate. Yeah, the poor person. I hope that they can flip the ratio there. Because, yeah, it's really tough streaming, especially when you start out and you haven't, built up an audience yet after the first, few weeks or so. Things can be tough. You might not be building with the right audience or so, and it takes time to build up with an audience that keeps on coming back. Here's a rush up the middle. Ronald Jones gets the carry this time, and he rushes for about 2, maybe 3. It was on a first down. It's going to bring up about a 2nd and 8. Approaching the 9-minute mark left to go. Dodgers-Giants still scoreless now in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the total time of possession is just completely flipped. 15 minutes more for the Bucs and counting. 25 minutes approaching in total time of possession for Tampa Bay with just over 10 minutes for Philadelphia. Brady screens it out underneath, caught by Howard. Down the right side of the numbers here. Slits past a tackler at the 30, gets the first down at the 25. Should have been wrapped up for a gain of 4 or 5 in Philadelphia. Having a ton of trouble tackling out in the open tonight. And O.J. Howard taking on Alex Singleton, who should have wrapped him up, and Howard just bulldozes him over. And forward motion gets him to the first. It's a catch of 10 for O.J. Getting close to the red zone. Tom Brady tonight, 24 for 30 passing, 207 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 pick. 23 plays in opponent's territory for the Bucs compared to just 1 for Philadelphia. And a timeout taken on the field here by the Bucs. First timeout, the play clock going down to double zeros, close to it. The clock will stop with 7:58 remaining in the third. This has been a quick second half considering the Bucs in their opening drive to start things off in the third quarter. 288 total yards by Tampa Bay to just 77 by Philadelphia. As we will go on a timeout here. 21-7. Bucs by 2 touchdowns, and they are striking again inside the 30 of Eagle territory. Leonard Fournette having a big game. A 115 yards from scrimmage by Fournette. I do not, Vaughn. There you go. That's good to keep you around. 21-7 on the timeout. Oh, that's great. So Bradley's going to the Louisville red and white scrimmage. That's awesome, man. Yeah, this season is going to be really interesting because of all the transfers. It's going to be like an unprecedented type of season because predicting these teams, like who knows what teams are going to go where or so. I started writing up like a preseason poll. I'm not even close to publishing it. I'm just starting up to like write up a script of the teams, but just organizing the teams and organizing the roster, who was acquired, what transfers they got, what players transferred out, what players went to the NBA draft or graduated. Oh man, it's on a whole nother level. There's teams that stay the same. A couple teams, that is. St. Bonaventure, Notre Dame, Colorado State. I think those are the teams that like retain basically everybody as we are back into action. Play action pass as that is complete inside the 20. Brady sets up O.J. Howard and they just keep on moving the football. I hope to do so. So I'm starting to put together stuff. I hope to do something though if I have the time. First and goal now at the 10-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Cuts to his left. Fournette tries to get the edge. Stiff arms a man out of bounds around the 2. It was Maddox who was there to cut him off. Almost had the angle. For Leonard Fournette, he was close to his second rushing touchdown. Oh, I do. There's probably going to be a lot of revising I have to do, too. Brady from the ace formation, ball at the 2-yard line. Play action, passes, left corner to the end zone. Incomplete, flag is down. And it looks like pass interference committed by Darius Slay in the end zone. Targeting Mike Evans. Evans just being held onto. Jersey grab by Slay. That'll be a penalty all day. First and goal now from the 1. Vaughn needs Fournette to get a touchdown. Let's see here. Looks like he could be the go-to. So close to the end zone. Ball at the 1-yard line. Fournette lines up in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right side. Brady under center. Ace formation. Player motion towards the left side. Brady. Handoff. Fournette tries to get second effort right at the goal line. We'll see where they spot this football. His backside was down on the green. The football was over the white, but what was down first as the referee comes in, places the football at the 1-inch line. It will not be a touchdown. Oh, this is a classic Tom Brady moment right here. Watch for the quarterback sneak on the second and goal, as Fournette was an inch shy from the end zone. Classic Tom Brady quarterback sneak possibly coming up. Fournette in the backfield, second and goal. 1 inch out basically from the end zone. Brady instead will hand it off this time. Walking touchdown, Leonard Fournette. That was a crease up the middle. And the Bucs are rolling up by 3 touchdowns, leading 27-7. .547 left to go in the third. That is just too easy. Brady handoff to Fournette. Tristan Wirfs. Drafted him a few years ago. The reason why he just builds a massive hole right down the center for Fournette to run through for the walk-in TD. Extra point by Suckup is through. 28-7 Tampa Bay. And the happy fan gets the game ball. Right there from Leonard Fournette. Second rushing touchdown of the night by Fournette. 5 carries for 44. He's got 4 catches for 44. That is 18 carries for 79. 123 total yards. Vaughn's having a big game with Fournette. Got over 80 plus people watching right now. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for being a part here, everybody, tonight. Still scoreless at the bottom of the 4th inning between the Dodgers and the Giants. Winner will move on to the National League Championship. Oof. Yikes. Yeah, he hasn't got many touches. And, yeah, this Tampa Bay rush defense, it's the top of the NFL. They haven't got anything onto the ground tonight. 8 carries for 23. Sanders with 2 rushes for 3. And then nobody's been able to get open for Philadelphia. Hurts struggling to move the football down the field, overthrowing his receivers a couple times. And the longest play from scrimmage for the Eagles has been a 23-yard catch in the first quarter early on by Quez Watkins. Not really a fantasy day if you played any of the Eagles, especially Devontae Smith. Zach Ertz has 3 catches for 23. He's the only one maybe being useful or so as he's got the touchdown grab. So like a tight end or so, that could work. If you had a tight end on the bye week, if you had Ertz tonight come up onto the roster. But 28-7. I expect all passing from here on out, basically. 90-10 on the game script for Philadelphia. Yikes. Von's opponent is Ronald Jones as their running back. Oh, man. At their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Hurts. Motion towards the right side with Rieger. Hurts takes the snap back to pass, clear pocket. Looks to zing it out. This is a deep ball down the right sideline, 1-on-1. Oh, and it's incomplete. Jalen Rieger left wide open, and he is injured down in the field, trying to go for a one-handed catch. Getting too fancy. Hurts threw it a little bit over as Rieger had to catch up to it. Oh, he stopped in his route. We saw that once today. He slowed up in his route. Rieger had a step on his defensive back, Mike Edwards. A chance to grab the football in stride, which would have been a touchdown if you keep on running at full sprint. Edwards slipped, and Rieger tried to go out for a one-handed catch and missed it. 28-7. They're taking the deep shots they can't execute, though. Hurts from the gun. 2 receivers to the left. 2 to the right. Now Gainwell in motion in the backfield. Hurts takes a snap, play action, pump fake. Hurts looks left, fires left side on the screen to Gainwell. He catches. Wrapped up. Gain of 1. Devin White, open field tackle made, and it will bring up another 3rd and long for Philadelphia. 2nd and 9 for the Eagles. 6 first downs only for Philadelphia. 2 for 7 on 3rd downs. They have missed out on their last 5 third down conversions. Tampa Bay is doubling Philadelphia in total plays. 52-26 in total time of possession in favor of Tampa Bay. Over 28 minutes to just around 11 for Philadelphia. Screen pass on a 2nd and 9. Ertz chopped up. Not enough for the first down. Could not get there. Needed 9, got around 7. A 3rd and long, it was a 2nd and long, it was a check down. So now it's going to bring, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. So this is now the 3rd down, 3rd and 3. So now it's a 2nd down with a check down. 3rd and 3 coming up from their own 22. They got some space at the bottom of the screen. Hurts takes a snap. Handoff. That's a first down. Sanders gets around 5. He rushes to around the 27. So Philadelphia applauds. 3rd and short, able to get the first. That is the 7th first down of this game. He rushed to the 13. Here's this play here. It's going to be a rush by Sanders. And back at the 15, loss of 2. 3:40 left to go in the 3rd. 2nd and 12 coming up for Philadelphia. Hurts from the gun. 15-yard line of Tampa Bay territory. He takes the snap. Hurts will keep it himself. Tries to get the edge inside the 10. Tackled around the 6. 9-yard gain. 3rd and 3 coming up inside the red zone. Oh, that's massive there for Vaughn. So just to catch up, there was a penalty on a pass interference by Tampa Bay. That's why Philadelphia has the ball inside the 10-yard line now. A couple plays ago, it wasn't even, I don't even think it was indicated on the field. It just moved up the football. 3rd and 3. 2.5 left to go. Hurts takes the snap. Back to pass. Looks at the end zone. Pressure coming. Launches the corner. This ball is grabbed, but was he out? Yes, he was. Quez Watkins, both feet not in bounds, and they're going to have to kick a field goal. Unless they do go for it, which is 4 down territory. 4th and 3. They do need to go everything and out. This is the closest they've been to the end zone tonight. I know it's still in the 3rd quarter, but this is still, when you're playing Tampa Bay, what appears to be 4 down territory. And they will go for it. Ball spot at the 6. 5 wide. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Hurts from the gun. Play clock down to 1. Takes the snap. Back to pass in the pocket. Hurts. Rushes out towards his right. Looks for the end zone. He gets it. As that's the touchdown and chucks it at the wall. Somebody had their finger right up in the Fox camera. But we see the touchdown. Jalen Hurts able to get the edge. Nobody there to seal that one for Tampa Bay to have a chance defensively. That is big for Philly. .2:15 in the 3rd. Going for it, they get the touchdown from 6 yards out. Now it's a chance to put on an extra point. They will. Jake Elliott through the uprights. .28-14. Watch out, cameraman. Watch out, security guard. Zip. Right past you. Touchdown, Jalen Hurts. All right, we have about 70 people watching right now. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you guys back at the stream tonight. Still scoreless between Dodgers and Giants. Top of the 5th inning. This game is going by fast. Pitching duel out on the field. San Francisco with 4 hits. Dodgers with 2 hits. Tom Brady and the offense coming back onto the field after the timeout. Brady having a stellar night. 25 for 31 passing, 2 touchdown passes. He did overthrow a ball intended for Antonio Brown deep down the middle of the field. That ball was picked off. All right, so back to Lincoln Financial Field here right after the media break. Touchdown from 6 yards out by Jalen Hurts. Back winning 2 touchdowns for the Eagles. It was on a drive that was 70 plays, 75 yards down the field. Jake Elliott will kick off this football. The return man will be Mickens for the Bucs, and this goes and sails all the way to the back past the end zone, and they'll start off from their own 25. What's good, Steven? Welcome to the stream. Ethan, welcome on here. I picked the Bucs tonight. Brady in the offense starting out their own 25-yard line. Brady, 5 wide from the gun. Empty backfield, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. He takes the snap. Back to pass, Brady launches. Deep down the right sideline, overthrows Brown, incomplete, slaying coverage. We've seen a couple balls get away from Tom Brady today, intended for Antonio Brown on a few of those occasions. Tampa Bay, 52 total plays to 32 by Philadelphia. The Eagles finally over 100 yards total. 311 for the Bucs compared to 102 by the Eagles. And total time of possession over 28 minutes for Tampa Bay to over 13 minutes by Philadelphia. 5 wide again. Lining up as a receiver on the bottom part of the screen is Ronald Jones. Screen over for Brown, but he goes nowhere. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Under 2 minutes left to go in the third. Philadelphia's defense finally starting to step up as this crowd is getting loud. 3rd and 10. Bucs tonight with 22 total first downs, and they are 5 for 8 on third downs. Brady 4 wide receivers. 3 to the left. Brown lines up to the left side. Brady takes a snap. Back to pass. Screens it out underneath. That one is complete. Stiff arm. Not enough to Bernard. As he needed 10. Got himself 8. Diving forward but shy of the first down marker. He'll probably get you 22.5 this week. 4th and 2. And Tampa Bay will bring on their punting unit. Under 1 minute left to play in the third. Bradley Pignon, the punter. He gets the snap, boots this football away. Angles it up to the middle. This is returned past the 30, spin move. Knocked down around the 32. That's Jalen Reagor, the punt returner. There's a penalty flag down, though. And this is on the return team. Holding on the return team. Boston Scott, who's basically fallen off the depth chart for this team, only plays special teams. He was the guilty party on the penalty. They were doing a Week 6 spotlight. There were 2 games that I cannot believe that's not on Sunday Night Football, that they didn't even spotlight there on the broadcast. The first one is Ravens against the Chargers. Baltimore's at home. And then the second game is the Cardinals versus the Browns. This play is going nowhere. Shaq Barrett just able to devour that screen in the backfield. A loss of 3 for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, 9 for 20, 60 passing yards being held to tonight. Philadelphia has a player coming off the field late. Notice there were 12 men on the field for Philadelphia, able to get them off in time. Play clock down to 6, and a timeout taken. We're at the end of the third quarter, that's why. 28-14 as we go on to a media break. Yeah, at least you have a backup quarterback there that's reliable. So Philadelphia's got both touchdowns on costly pass interference penalties of 40 yards plus by Tampa Bay. One on their first drive of the game, and one on their final drive of the third quarter. Welcome to Leyland on the stream. Still scoreless between the Dodgers and the Giants at the bottom of the fifth inning. Bucs dominating total time of possession. Over 30 minutes for Tampa Bay compared to 14 minutes just over for Philadelphia. Total yardage in favor of the Bucs, 319 to 99. And Tampa Bay's at one point was doubling the plays of Philadelphia. Philadelphia in the last drive putting together a solid drive as far as plays. 55 total for Tampa Bay compared to 33 now for Philly. Yeah, he should probably get you into the 20 mark most likely. I don't think the final score of that game will be 19-17, though. Back from the media break, 2nd and 13 as the fourth quarter gets underway. Hurts from the gun. They have the football at their own 12. Play action. Pressure coming, being rushed to the right by Devin White. Throws across his body. That one is down the far sideline. Quez Watkins says he called it. The referees convene here and they say Quez Watkins was out of bounds. That looks like a catch. With a toe drag, Quez Watkins should have that. That's a catch. That's clearly a catch. And they called him out of bounds. Where are they going to place this football? There's still deliberation about it. We have 14:53 remaining. That's clearly a catch. Right foot's in, toe drag with the left. He's got possession of the football. That's a catch down the far sideline. Didn't really bobble. He's got two hands secure on it. Yeah. It's clearly a catch. Yep. They're still talking about this right now. And this is being challenged. Alright, so this is being challenged right now on the field. Philadelphia challenging the ruling of the incomplete pass. This definitely appears that it's a catch by Quez Watkins. What's good, Joey? Welcome to the stream. Hope all is going well, man. Glad to have you back on. Terrific night tonight for TB12. 2 touchdown passes. 231 through the air, completing 27 to 34. Okay, so we're going to go on a timeout. Challenge on the field by Philadelphia to challenge the rolling. Initial call was incomplete, but that clearly looks like it was a catch. Jose, what's good? Welcome back in. Watching some baseball right now. Dodgers and Giants. Big game at the National League Divisional. It's going by pretty fast. It's at the bottom of the fifth, almost to the top of the sixth. Oh boy, Justin Jefferson also questionable this Sunday for Vaughn. Feel free to join me back tomorrow night. I'll have my final preseason game tomorrow night for NBA. It's going to be the Celtics versus the Heat. And also, I'm going to do a join in progress after the Celtics Heat is finished off, because that game starts out earlier, around like 6:30 Eastern time, my time. So after that, we're going to join in progress between the Red Sox and the Astros. What's good, Jason? Welcome back to the stream here, man. So, we went to a media timeout. There was a challenge on the field. Quez Watkins, the initial call, said that it was incomplete by the referees, and now they will reverse it. So, yeah, clearly, what we saw in the replay was that was a catch, and it has been reversed. It's a first down, Philadelphia. At the 36-yard line of Eagles territory. Hurts, play action, rolls out to the right, pressure coming. Bush forces the incomplete ball down the far sideline. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Jason pumped up for this weekend. Kentucky looking for the upset for him. Good to see the fans have never left the stands, even though down by 3 touchdowns. The Eagles with the ball. From the gun. Play action. Hurts. Back to pass. In the pocket. Launches middle of the field. This ball is complete. Devontae Smith bounces off a tackler. Whitehead. And inside the 40 gets the first down. I still got Tom Brady right now. I think for MVP, it's going to come down to Tom Brady and Kyler Murray this season. Handoff. Got a hole here. Miles Sanders takes advantage of it. Rush of 11 moves the chains. Philadelphia finally starting to get momentum here offensively. They are starting to click, opening up the holes against this Tampa Bay rush defense, which came into this game allowing under 50 rushing yards per game to opponents. And Cleveland was number 2, around high 70s in rushing yards to opponents. So a big difference between like 30 yards or so. As Hurts tries to scramble up, he gets the shoestring pull by Barrett back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. The ball spotted at the 28-yard line of Bucs territory. Philadelphia over the season average for what Tampa Bay is allowing per rushing yards. 14 carries for 52. Sanders on the ground is just 5 carries for 17. Hurts has got 9 for 35. 2nd and 10, 13 minutes and counting down in the 4th. Ball spot at the 28-yard line of Bucs territory. Hurts from the gun, takes a snap, looks left, screens it out left side. That ball, dangerous, almost got picked off. Why would he throw that? That ball is backwards. Initially on the ground, it's going to be incomplete. Ross Cockrell almost had 6 more points on the board for a defensive touchdown for Tampa Bay. That was ultimately close here. Jalen Hurts swings it out in the backfield for Sanders. Sanders wasn't even looking for the football. His head turned behind the football, and Cockrell in and out of his hands, jumping up in the air, would have been a pick 6. 3rd and 10. Bottom part of the screen, they have Smith, the wide receiver. Hurts takes a snap. Being flushed out to his right. Chase. Smith throws across his body. Dangerous, incomplete throw by Hurts. Almost picked off again by Whitehead. And it's a 4th and 10. The pressure coming up, forcing the incompletion. That's a no-no, throwing across your body. That's one that you have to settle with throwing out of bounds. Not taking the sack, just throwing the football away. He's lucky there, too. Ndamukong Suh was the one who came in on Jalen Hurts. Throwing across your body, that type of play right there is just dangerous. Jake Elliott coming in for the field goal. 7 for 8 this season, along a 58. This is going to be a 46-yarder from the right hash at home. The snap, the hold, the kick by Elliott, and drifting to the right of the uprights. Swung by the wind, it is no good. Oh man, what a turn of a tail. The wind just completely blew it as it started out at the middle, and that ball just tailed like a 2-seam fastball going in the opposite direction. Wide right. No good. (28-14) with 12:38 remaining. And the Bucs have scored a touchdown in every single quarter. Besides right now in the 4th, and they'll have the football coming up. Yeah, this college football season has been crazy. Mine's okay. I'm not sure what to do with Brandon Ayuk, though. I might drop him on waivers if he keeps on just having nothing. I thought he would break out this season, but he hasn't really done much. I've got a couple other players I'm thinking of dropping in the future, so it's more like trying to see where it goes for me. Tampa Bay doubling the total first downs that the Eagles have, 22-11. Total yardage, 319-159 in favor of Tampa Bay. The total plays at one point was like 35-18. It's now 55-40. Yeah, definitely worth the drop. Just not getting any touches. And the Bucs schedule is getting pretty favorable coming up in the upcoming weeks. Philadelphia coming up in their schedule. They get a chance to get things right here. This team has been in turmoil. They are facing the Raiders in Las Vegas. They got 2 certainly winnable games here for Philadelphia at the Raiders with all the distractions that they've had without their head coach resigning on Monday. And then they're at Detroit. The Lions have yet to pull out a victory, losing 19-17 twice in game-winning field goals by the Ravens, and then against Minnesota. They do have a lot of teams that they can very well beat. They still got 2 games against Washington, 2 games against the Giants. They got 1 game remaining against Dallas. They got a game against the Jets on December 5th. They've also got a favorable schedule considering they have back-to-back games at New York at MetLife Stadium in Week 12 and Week 13, and then they have the bye week in Week 14 before playing 2 games at home. So that's a pretty favorable schedule they got, and the only game they need to travel after their Week 14 bye is at Washington. So they don't have a brutal travel schedule at all, besides at Las Vegas coming up and at Denver around mid-November. 2nd and 2, Tampa Bay with an 8-yard carry. Handoff up the middle. Jones gets the first down, rushes to the 47. Wow, yeah, definitely wish him luck. Yep, Blake Bortles going to the AFC Championship game. Classic. Tampa Bay, extremely favorable schedule coming up next few weeks. Hosting the Bears next Sunday. They're at the Saints the next week. And then they go on the bye. Week 9 for a bye, so they don't really find explosive offenses on their schedule, as this is a rush by Ronald Jones, gain of 9, right to the 44-yard line. There's a penalty flag down. They've got after the bye 2 NFC East opponents at Washington, hosting the Giants. And then they're at the Colts and at the Falcons back-to-back weeks. Week 12 and Week 13. I would say their big game coming up on the schedule is a home game against Buffalo. So the NFC South playing against the AFC East. The Bucs also got the Jets in Week 17. They don't play the Panthers until Week 16. They've got 2 games against the Panthers in Week 16 and Week 18. That's quite odd how the schedule put 2 Panthers games close to the end. Approaching 11 minutes left to go. Bucs with a football at the 42-yard line of Eagle territory. This is a screen pass towards the far side. Mike Evans grabs it, gain of 2 to the 40. Evans has been silent tonight. That's only his second catch for 24 yards. 120 penalty yards tonight by Tampa Bay. That's the most in the NFL this season. And Tampa Bay's got 2 of those penalties on 40-plus yards on pass interference calls. And both of those pass interference calls set up touchdowns by Philadelphia. 2nd and 15, Brady. Empty backfield, takes a snap. Passes across the middle, complete to Brate. Past the 45 to around the 46 in Tampa Bay territory. So Tampa Bay, as of right now, they got only 2 more games on national TV. One of those games is on Monday Night Football against the Giants. And then they have, as of now, a Sunday Night Football game on December 19th, Week 15, hosting the Saints. That's currently right now. They could flex that out, though. Sunday night games are subject to be flexible. Check down pass to Howard. Howard slips past the 50, and he gets dragged down from behind at the 45. 4th and 2 coming up, and looks like the Bucs will punt it away. He got tackled at the back of the cleats. It was by Jannard Avery. Tampa Bay is going to keep the offense out. And they will let this play clock go all the way down. Take the timeout. Second timeout by the Bucs. 9:04 left to go on the clock. 4th and 2 for Tampa Bay. Tom Brady only 7 incomplete passes tonight out of 37 attempts. 248 yards through the air, 2 TDs, 1 interception. 2 for 4 in fourth down conversions this season. Tampa Bay will go for it. 4th and 2. Brady from the gun. They take the snap. Back to pass. Launches. And overthrows past the 25. His intended tight end, Howard. It falls incomplete. That's one that you just only need 2 yards. Philadelphia's been struggling this season stopping the run. Fournette's done a great job rushing. 79 rushing yards. That's one that they could have used to go to the ground, see if they could get a gamble. Instead, Brady launches it way too far over the head of Howard. Yeah, that's either one, a 4th and short there. You go on the ground or you pass right around the marker. They're up by 2 touchdowns. I don't know why they needed to go for a 25-plus yard pass there. What's good, B3? Welcome back to the stream. Oh, looks like Vaughn just made a depth move on fantasy. There you go. Quick update, Dodgers with a lead at the bottom of the 6th inning against the Giants, 1-0. So that is a wise choice right there, swapping one slot receiver for the other by Vaughn. So Cole Beasley hasn't really done much, especially last week. Swapped with Hunter Renfrow. He's been pretty consistent with double digits. So those 2 touchdowns by Philadelphia were off of 2 40-plus yard pass interference calls by the Bucs that set up both of those touchdowns. That's how they got that into that position range to do that. They've only got 159 total yards as a team, though, for Philadelphia. And 107 that's been through the pass. A lot of overthrown passes, couple of dropped balls tonight. It's just been a tough game for the Eagles offense. Still have an opportunity, though. Under 9 minutes left to play. Eagles down by 2 touchdowns, and they'll get the ball. Philadelphia starts off at their own 46. Great field position. Pass underneath Sanders. Catches. Pass midfield. Chopped up at the 49. Stays in bounds. They will go hurry up here for the Eagles. They're going to say he was out of bounds as the clock will roll again. 2nd and 4. Hurts from the gun. Takes the snap. Handoff for the draw. Up the middle. Sanders gets a hole inside the 40. 35. 30. Rushes to the 25-yard line. Moves the chains. Rush of 24. Gets the first down. Recently, we've been seeing the holes open up more and more for the Eagles against the top rushing defense being the Bucs this season so far, the first 5 weeks. Another draw to Sanders to the right side. He rushes 20. Stiff arm past the 15. Stumbles forward to the 10. It's a gain of 15 in the carry. Miles Sanders pounding the rock, back-to-back carries. Just like that, he's got 7 rushes for 54 on the ground. Hey, appreciate Malika. Now inside the red zone, 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line of Bucs territory. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Hurts tries to get the edge out of bounds around the 5. 2nd down coming up for the Eagles inside the 5-yard line. I can't believe this is still a ball game. Chance to pull a win and a touchdown. "75 rushing yards in this half. The offensive line is finally opening up the holes that Philadelphia needs. 2nd and 3. Ball spotted at the 4-yard line. From the gun, Hurts takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Sanders, spin move, burst past one tackler, and gets to the 1. Right at the first down marker. And the line judge will say first down, Eagles. 1st and goal, Hurts from the gun. Sanders in the backfield lined up to the left side of Hurts. We could potentially see a quarterback keeper or a running back draw on this play. 1st and goal from the run, play action. Hurts rushed out to his right, throws in the run to the back right corner of the end zone, incomplete. Flag is down. Passing their, or it's going to be holding offense. Automatic first down either way. It was a 1st and goal to begin with. Just puts the ball a half yard closer to the goal line. 1st and goal. Sanders in the backfield. Lines up to the right of Hurts. Smith in the bottom part of the screen. He is the wide receiver lined up to the left. One receiver to the right with Watkins. From the gun, Hurts takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. Nothing there. Stood up is Sanders, and he loses 1 in the carry. Ndamukong Suh right there to stand up Miles Sanders for no gain. What's good, the Cone Man? Welcome back to the stream. Approaching 6 minutes remaining. Eagles looking to get into the end zone. They lost 1. They're back at the 2. Sanders lines up to the left side of the gun next to Hurts. Hurts from the shotgun formation goes up to the line of scrimmage. Now he drops back. Sanders lines up to the right side now. Hurts takes a snap. Look at the pitch. He's going to keep it himself into the end zone. 3rd touchdown of the night for Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles, there are still a chance in this game for Philadelphia to mark a comeback. The whole crowd stays tonight at the field. They haven't given up. That is 2 straight touchdowns. 28-20 pending extra point to put them winning 7. 2 rushing touchdowns by Jalen Hurts. 10 carries for 44 yards. Hurts has got a passing touchdown as well. And they will go for it, making things interesting here. Philadelphia keeps the offense onto the field, so they do not want to go for overtime. They want to see if they can put themselves up, or put themselves winning 6, and then if they do get the next touchdown, kick the extra point. Interesting call here. From the gun, Hurts takes a snap, passes right side. That ball is caught by Watkins for the 2-point conversion. A yard deep in his own end zone. The gamble pays off for Philadelphia, and they can still win it if they put together a stop and get the final touchdown to get the extra point. Incredible how the game just changed like this. 28-7 has become 28-22. The last time I called an NFL game was a monster comeback. The Ravens against the Colts on Monday night, and here we go, Thursday night football. The primetime games have been something special this season. That means a lot for those who pick Philadelphia +7 on the line. Philadelphia, there is still a chance. This whole crowd is loyal. They have stayed all game long, even though they were down by 3 touchdowns to begin the third. 28-7 has evaporated at 28-22. At least it's not like 28-3 on Monday night. This ball gets booted away. And back to the middle of the end zone, and Mickens does not return it. The Bucs will take over at their own 25. We usually see the team that comes back is the team that does not have 28 on the board. It's been through the running game. The number one rushing defense has now given up 100 rushing yards in the ground to Philadelphia. Philadelphia is averaging 5.3 yards per carry against the top rushing defense that was giving up around 45 per game through the first 5 games. Brady from the gun takes a snap, handoff, and a draw left side to Fournette. Fournette takes it down the left sideline and knocked out of bounds for only 2. Fletcher Cox was there for Philadelphia. Also, Avery was there as well. Jannard Avery, the one who knocked Fournette out of bounds. There's a late penalty flag. Referees discussing the penalty call. Oh, sorry to hear that, Warren. Yeah, keep your head up, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's a ton of work for college. Yeah, I went to a private college when I went to college, and they gave us, like, a ton of work. Like, more than, like, what a community college level or, like, a state college would give you. It's an automatic first down. Penalty on the hit by Avery. Helmet-to-helmet hit out of bounds on Fournette. It's a 1st and 10. Tampa Bay moves up the football 15. The Bucs have it at the 42-yard line in their own territory. Brady, handoff. Up the middle, nothing there. Maybe 1 on the carry. It's Fournette. Oh, it wasn't Avery from behind, actually. Avery got the tackle out of bounds from behind. It was number 3 for Philadelphia. Steven Nelson was the one who skipped across his helmet. I got the penalty. 2nd and 10 at the 42 of their own territory for Tampa Bay. Brady going 5 wide, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Brady takes the snap from the gun, back to pass on the 2nd and 10. He passes the slant, complete to Brown, stumbles, gets 10, first down. Pass midfield to the 40, around the 47. He gets it into Philadelphia territory. Oh, yep, he had called that one. Brown could have got so much more after the catch if he had not stumbled down to the ground past midfield. 4:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. Bucs with a football. Eagles still have 3 timeouts all remaining. Tampa Bay with 1 timeout left. Antonio Brown, 8 catches for 66 and a touchdown. Brady takes a snap, handoff up the middle for Fournette, and gains 1 to the 46. They're in Eagles territory. Getting close to field goal range. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9. The Bucs with a 2nd down and 9 at the 46 of Philadelphia. Brady takes the snap, screens it out to Fournette in the backfield. Fournette tries to make a tackle or miss at the 45. He gets the ball to tackle by Singleton. Probably not Vaughn. 3rd down and 10 coming up for Tampa Bay. The biggest play of the game right here for Philadelphia's defense if they can get off the field. It's at the 45-yard line in Eagles territory. Tampa Bay tonight, 50% on 3rd downs, 5 for 10. Brady's attempted 40 passes tonight. A lot of those checkdowns. Leonard Fournette's got 6 catches for 46. And here we go, the 3rd and 7. Brady from the gun, lines up to the right side is Bernard. 3 receivers bunched up to the left. Takes a snap, high snap to Brady. Brady moves towards his right, throws in the run. That ball is caught. Antonio Brown keeps on going and gets the first down as Tom Brady puts it into a tight window. Close to being intercepted by Brown, able to snag that one right out of coverage. And he gets the catch at the 15-yard line. He moves forward. It's good for around a catch of 30. Antonio Brown now has got 9 catches for 93 total yards in the touchdown grab. Brown checks out of the game, an attaboy moment right there for the Bucs by AB. 1st and 10 with 2:40 in the clock. Brady, handoff up the middle for Nets. Nothing there. No gain. He gets met by Josh Sweat. And Antonio Brown comes right back into the game with 2:35 in the clock. Philadelphia will burn their first timeout. $13 more yards passing the 300 tonight for Tom Brady. 33 for 41, 287 passing yards through the air, 2 TDs, 1 interception. First touchdown pass was on the first drive to O.J. Howard. Left corner to the end zone, and then Antonio Brown got a 22-yard touchdown catch. Open middle of the field, stiff arm at the 2, diving forward across the goal line. Brady operating from the gun, 5 wide at the 19-yard line of Philadelphia territory. Brady takes a snap, back to pass with 2.5 left to go. Passes on the slant, complete to Brady, diving forward, short of the first down marker, gets 9 in the catch. Ball spotted around the 9-yard line of Philadelphia territory. Tom Brady throwing darts tonight. Third and 1. And Philadelphia will burn their final timeout with 2:27 left. So they still got the 2-minute warning to work with, but if Tampa Bay picks this up, this is basically the ball game if they do pick up a first down. If they do get stopped shy, it will run to the 2-minute warning. Classic Tom Brady. Quarterback sneak on the 3rd and 1. He picks up ample yardage and gets the first. It turns out to be around a gain of 3, maybe 4. Lowers his head, does it the best of all rounds. The go to Tom Brady takes his team to the 2-minute warning with a 1st and goal coming up for the Bucs. That's basically it for tonight as we reach the 2-minute warning. Tom Brady, though, lowering his head, getting the first. Antonio Brown with a big catch on this drive, just shy of a 30-yard grab. He finishes as the top receiver tonight. 9 catches for 93 yards in the touchdown grab. The chemistry between Tom Brady and Antonio Brown is surreal. Dodgers and Giants have tied it up. This game's tied up at 1 as they are moving on to the top of the 7th inning. (28-22) as we are at 2 minutes remaining in the 4th. 1st and goal for Tampa Bay. Philadelphia out of timeouts, and Tampa Bay, all they could do, basically, most likely they should be taking a knee. We'll see if they do run more plays here to go into victory formation. Brady under center, victory formation for the Bucs, and They're just looking comfortable through 6 weeks. Gonna end up going 5-1. With a pretty generous schedule coming up. Tom Brady takes the snap, takes the knee. They got coming up 2 games against not really explosive offenses before their bye in Week 9. The Bucs are hosting the Bears next, and then they're at the Saints on Halloween. Week 9 is their bye, and then they come back against 2 games versus the NFC East. At Washington after their bye in Week 10, and hosting the Giants on Monday Night Football, their next primetime game currently on Monday, November 22nd. Brady takes the snap, takes the knee. One more time, he'll have to do that tonight, brings up a 3rd and goal. Looking at the schedule, there only appears to me that there's one threat remaining on the schedule for Tampa Bay. You look at all the teams remaining: Chicago, New Orleans, Washington, New York, the Giants, that is, the Colts, the Falcons, the Bills, the Saints, the Panthers twice, and the Jets. The game to watch out for, I would say, is Sunday, December 12th, Week 14. Tampa Bay is hosting Buffalo. That looks like the only legitimate threat on the schedule that I'm looking at right now, that I've zeroed in and keyed in on. Brady, the final time tonight, takes the snap, takes the knee, and this game is gone final. What a fight for Philadelphia. They were down by 3 touchdowns. They put 2 on the board in the 2-point conversion, but at the end wasn't enough. Tampa Bay able to milk out the clock on their final drive, moving the football inside into the red zone. And Tom Brady, the key player of the game, 3rd down and short, lowers his helmet, puts his head in there, gets enough from the classic quarterback sneak, and ends this game tonight. 28-22 the final. Bucs improve to 6-1 on the season. Philadelphia falls to 2-4. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part of the stream tonight. Before I do sign off, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams. Tomorrow night, I plan on covering my final NBA preseason game before the actual games start up next week. Gonna have some good NBA streams coming up. So tomorrow night's gonna be the Celtics versus the Heat at 6:30 Eastern time. Earlier stream than usual. And after that stream, I plan on joining the Red Sox against the Astros in progress after the Celtics Heat game wraps up, as I'll be covering Game 1 of the ALCS. But thanks so much, everybody, for being a part once again tonight during Thursday Night Football. We're gonna close out here on this special live stream. All channel members get a shout out at the very end, as we have Jason, Aaron, Manon Hades, Cindy, Rajip, All That Deuce, Russell, D-Block, CW2K, BP Greg, James, Magic, Oreo Pudding, Reezer, Bino, Mark, Kelly, Mike, Rashad, John, Jessica, Barco, Stephanie, Ahino Josa, LKN GFR90, Maurice, Christian, Keith, Woody, Warren, Rodolfo, Kit Lorenz, Pamela, Oscar, Isaiah, I Am Ghost, a member from Taiwan, Don, Mr. Mundre, Alden, Adu Rahman, and Patrick. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part of the stream tonight. The Bucs win it by 6, 28-22, the final. And enjoy the rest of your Thursday night.